Welcome to official SLTV channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, press the red button, and share my videos with your friends and family. Your support helps this channel grow and continue bringing you the latest updates and real stories.
Energy force in the building. No go be me no go be for this you love and no go be
This is not a dream.
Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, law established and clearly, the law very clear. When you look at section 53 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, it talk about executive powers. We mean say the president, he get the rights for appoint people into offices, for make them serve and for make them serve the country. We all know say that the president you the elect, but when you elect the president, beaucoup things and they way you know they able to, not to all side we able reach, not all side we able day. So they appoint people and for make them serve. This appointment with the presidents don't come under scrutiny for beaucoup reasons. One, we know the question the color of the skin of the people that we appoint. Not to that, not the question we would raise. Equally so, we know they say because na Lebanese there, not to Sierra Leoneans there. We know say all over the world, you go get you people them, when a diplomat, when a businessman, then they travel, then they born you, you grow up. Some people don't even become president in another man country. We know to the country of origin. We they talk about how Obama and Daddy traveled from Kenya, go America, born and they Kamala Harris in Pain and travel. We then Sierra Leone and when a member of the British Parliament. All over the place they happen. The question where people they raise now that the president appoint 4 individuals from the same family. That's a very big question for let people they raise. We agree say they get a background from Port Loco. We agree say they don't they na Sierra Leone for the longest of time. Generation after generation. This is not the first generation of the Antas. Yesterday, me and Koto Afakam been in a Liberty. We get a lengthy discussion on this. But the president, they appoint people into positions. I really brother Mike Bera, they say, nothing say people for question the wisdom of the president. We not say the president are the fountain of honor, that the guardian of a constitution. But the president are human, infallible. We mean say himself they make mistakes. So who said the president make mistakes? Now the position of we as opposition party for question the president, now the position of we as Sierra Leoneans, the public, for also discuss the issue because it's in a public domain. So we're not going to say we're not going to question the president because of the things the way they do. No, know that clearly. But again, most importantly, we need to know the current, economic states of the country. Now, then the beaucoup people then they look at the wage bill. They say this don't get nothing to do with the wage bill. But then people agree, I read the letter. They say, they attract any enumeration whatsoever. We mean saying they not get for the payment salary, they not the letter. I read them. But this kind of people that we get for carrying Sierra Leone diplomatic passports, no that the force. And then diplomatic passport, then they not free. Secondly, they give them the enabling environment for thrive economically. You not only they negotiate on behalf of and on behalf of Sierra Leone, but they even use the platform for negotiate for your private business way they do across the world. This you don't have the leeway for do anything you want to do. They are now agents of the states. As long as they carry the passports we na Sierra Leone diplomatic passport, now agents of the state. And when agents of the states they operate, now for and on behalf of the states they operate. So anything where you do, you get to come back to the state. So we need to see that they also clearly. People say within the SLPP, we don't sing and dance on the rain. We believe say president for give appointment to the wedding at the long bench for the longest of time, no go feel good at all. Because of the fact say one great family get 4 appointments, we need for no that day. Now yesterday, me and Koto Alpha Kam did talk. We say we get to ask ourselves the question. We get to call domestic revenue. That is the money we they get at the country, who they put now one basket for address a lot of recurrent expenditure. That is waiting government they spend on a daily basis, the waiting government they use for pay salaries. Now, how much now that money they? Government is spending about 33 million United States dollars for recurrent expenditure. Now, domestic revenue no more, no they able get at the money than they save. Again, waiting government they do currently, government they borrow from the banks. And when government borrow from the banks for address we budget, Now, how much of that money they weigh na interest, where it attract? It's about 40%. So all that thing and the government knows saying a problem on the economy and the wage bill, government for also be careful. Me brother be talking about the youth commission. Somebody sent to me one logo about posting at the youth commission where they just appoint. He said not to the president appointer, but when you go to section 53 of the constitution, it tells the president get executive powers when they exercise. But even in ministers, in deputy ministers, and other officials of government, they exercise the same powers and they. So if you're not a president appoints him, as long as not a minister or a commissioner appointed, fall under section 53 of the constitution. So it don't make any difference whatsoever. If they get for the GIDA person in the enumeration, they still get for the gap from the consolidated revenue fund. So we need to know that clearly. Now you also talk about domestic debt. You know, how we don't trust money to the banks, even the central bank, the kind of money we don't trust to government. You know, it took World Bank and IMF recently questioned. Government say no, they're not going to take too much money from the central bank. So all that thing and then I make Sierra Leoneans eager, say the appointment is too much. Where President Bill Cantrade, what he criticized before, una na journalist them. We will get the platform for address the nation for campaign. He said the wage bill too big. He said APC they appoint too many diplomats there. We don't establish embassies there. He said when you can they close all the embassies and the one they will don't make. He said in fact they cut the wage bill by half. But when the SLPP can what they do? In fact, they see say now a field day for them now for let them employ. The Ministry of Education, where they over here, and New England Village, where Dr. Ba was minister, about 400 vacancies have been there. NRA, we've been getting about 700 vacancies under Hajakala. We've been graduate from university when our APC begin them. They say no, the wage bill, development partners, they don't advise we say, make you not employ. So they suspend the employment and they all.
This one na big problem.
I get a lot of colleagues that will work NRA, now their first benefit from the employment and they not even consider the advice of diplomatic partners. What will do APC do in internet they for control the wage bill? We say look, cut down on government expenditure. If you be the do hotel meetings then a 5-star hotel now do on office premises. SLBC if una get hall na ya, una want their workshop instead of una gonna be to money, una do on SLBC now that will be advised. Now SLPP say APC don't leave this country into what we call austerity. But you go ask yourself the question, what's in austerity? Austerity no mean say the economy don't collapse. It also means say now for cut down on government spending so that the small money government get, government will be manager. Where will they go? How much will be left the wage bill? APC will be left at 1.89 trillion. Now so be left at. Where then come now? By 2022, how much now be the wage bill? The wage bill go up to 4.3 trillion. It go to 4.4 trillion. Now, what is the projector to? And the calculator in the old years because the APC left in the old years. Now they estimate the wage bill. They estimate the budget. When they read recently in a parliament, then they estimate the budget at 4.6 trillion by this 2025. The Minister of Finance recently take what we call supplementary budget na parliament. Take a look at the supplementary budget with the minister and take na parliament. Quite recently will be in the SLBC we they discuss standing. The supplementary budget we take na parliament, look at. Inside the supplementary budget, when you go to the appendixes, you go to 110. Yeah, line 110. Watch how much now the money what the supplementary budget they speak to, when they give president. What did they give president this money for? Now for just international and local travels. Remember, say the office of the chief minister, it is under the office of the president, now state house. You get also permanent secretary under the chief minister. You get other people there when a director. So that money then they will put that together. It pass within they allocate to the security forces, they allocate to health, they allocate to agriculture. All land the way put them together, the money no more the president is spent. It occupies all the ministries, departments, and agencies that they come up and they by international travels. Before that they say they don't appoint the envoys they have for bill, continue for rebrand the image of the country. And for make sure say then go and advocate for Sierra Leone. Yeah. It talk say appoint them as negotiators for the country. And in fact, this is also subject to revocation. Now for revoke appointment, then he give appointment and revoke. He just tell like when they appoint minister, we misperform the sack you. We know that day. But waiting at the money wey President Bill don't spend for rebrand the image of Sierra Leone, you know small. The money wey President Bill spend from 2018 to 2023 during in first inning, when you calculate a Boku Paswiti and Eskroma spend from 2007 to 2012 and from 2012 to 2018 on international travels alone. So all that in a day, you got to consider the figures are out there. Before President Bill, they come for re-election. We do the calculation. The figures are out there. And now President they still spend quite recently will be there on a panel. When they appoint President for B, ECOWAS chairman, Dr. Jibril Sise, when the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, he write an article and explain the financial burden where they come with. We get to border then at the SLPP where they talk for government and for the party. They deny Dr. Jibril Sise completely. Say no, government not there for spend money, now ECOWAS there for the spend that money, they not to Sierra Leone money. At the end of the day, waiting the minister talk quite recently. They ask her, but that money I want to put for the president for travel. In the part of the one who are the game for the go ECOWAS missions, they say yes. Quite recently, the president don't go na Boku countries them. Sometimes then they now surreptitiously they even travel for try for bring countries them together. And a good thing because
this traveling where the president they do for and behalf of the people of Sierra Leone and the counting part.
Waiting at the returns where you don't bring come to the country. Now that's it they ask you. Yes, if you for spend $100 million, forget more than that or 10 times than the it's not bad at all. If you for spend $100 million, forget $1 billion, it's not bad. But if you spend more money, then you know you will get returns of what you spend, there will sense it make. So these are all issues people are raising. And we don't need for trivialize at all because it make a whole lot of sense. We wage bill, we not able to support her. Even the capital investment and now. What I mean by capital investment, now them big project the way government they do, like the roads, other constructions the way they go on. Right now they don't stop because money not even there for continue. And they tell you authoritatively. Quite recently, 1 week ago, they sent subvention for local councils. Only 1 week. And that subvention they said they send not to all the councils can get. And how much they send? Only 1 quarter for this year. Now which quarter would they now? So inside there, only 1 quarter. Now also school subsidies. They don't send school subsidies. Some schools are there now only one term they send for, 1 quarter they send for. All the other one they not get. Most schools they not get. So the issues them Boku, the money where they not enough. Development partners and the trade food for put money. So we need for consider all that in the way they make appointment. When president come, now he do a lot of duplications. You take a look at the Ministry of the Environment, for example. You get the Environment Protection Agency. You get EPA, NPPA. Even when you go now ONS, you get department where they deal with disaster. You get a lot of duplications in this government. We can also separate some ministries. We actually, if you mean a president, are not going to separate. The Ministry of Information and Communication. They say Ministry of you separate and now you get information and civic education. You get communication and innovation. We will get a whole commission where they deal with civic education. So all learning are for great jobs for the SLPP boys. For also compensate people like we don't serve president one way or the other. Waiting president do for summarize this first half of my argument. Now waiting I will refer to as cronyism and nepotism. We say cronyism, waiting I mean. Now for just favor people when you close allies, you party them, your friends, you associate into position where they don't even deserve for day.
But just favor.
Now favor, I tell you this authoritatively.
But you think it's not like a favor because Mike don't lay pictures to, for example, then people are not into this business and don't live in a different part of the world.
Before the appointment of the hunters, we don't ever get a debate we get for do them. Because certain things, like they talk about corporate social responsibility, where they don't do. Alpha can say the same. He said they even donate scanning machine to Wilberforce Hospital. He said they don't build schools. That is not bad. When you in a country, you do business, you get for do what you call corporate social responsibility. But before their appointment, you get Boku people where they do good. For example, Adonis Abu, where they deal with the DSTV. From all day school, if they go for a big college, you go donate, you go other side, you go donate, what they see. They can at the public domain, not everybody they see. So if they don't, they do them see. I know for the secret. Again, As I can't say do Ebola, the man even fly PPEs there. Mike don't say the same thing, but now be free. He say even without the man not be get contract, they tell us say just cow the number will go make the contract later. These are business people. Now they know what they supply government. No. We also get a lot of other people where they supply government, but for let them even give them the money in the Ministry of Finance. Now look, if you don't get political, backing, we get Boko businessmen that we know. We for that reason they know some don't even transfer them businesses to neighboring Liberia and Guinea. Even reports that a challenge because of the high taxation, where they try for match up for able to get a revenue for support to a budget. Now, Boko people are not even clear goods then our Wataki. Some man they go clear na Niger, Liberia, Guinea, and the transporter. Where me they go apply, especially where they go to the north. And they see a lot of trucks then they come out, they come from Guinea to Sierra Leone. Where they go to the south and the east. And they see, like, of course, it gets for do the economy. Because their appointment, they are get a far-reaching implication than what you think. So by and large, Salmata, the president get the right, as established by law, section 53, very clear. But the appointment don't come under scrutiny because one, he appoints 4 people from the same family. 2, we also believe say that appointment and then are based on cronyism and nepotism, not based on merit at all. Now that means you get under scrutiny.
Now, when we come back to yes, Mike, you just listen to that.
Just a few things for me. A friend that you mentioned. While I talk about.
Thank you for watching official SLTV channel. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates.